Okay. Everything sound okay? Turn off the AC so there's no loud noise in the background. And I think we're about ready to start. Turn the game down a little more. So this is HP4 PC. This is going to be 100%. I will give a description of everything that's required for 100% once we get into the run, because there's kind of a lot of weird random things we have to get. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Music very loud. Is it still very loud? I mean, not right now, because this part's quiet, but was it still too much? I can turn it down still. Just waiting for an answer before I start. Yeah. Right now there's like nothing, but just before we got to this menu, was it still bad? Was it still too loud? This is like my last chance to turn the volume down. Yes, it was. Okay. We'll go even lower. We'll do about this. Okay. So, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so HP4 100% has like 3 main requirements. So first, we need to unlock and purchase every card in the game, which there's a lot of different ways to get cards. It's actually going to be the vast majority of this run is different ways to get cards. So there's a handful of them that are unlocked by collecting certain collectibles throughout each of the levels. So each level has 5 dragons, 5 level-specific collectibles. There'll be mushrooms or shovels or things like that, and a vanishing card. And among all of those, that gets us 15 cards. There are 25 creature cards. These are unlocked by killing each enemy in the game in each different possible way, which we'll go over a little more when we get into some of the enemy grinding sections. And the last is there are 108 cards that are unlocked through mastery. So there are 4 charms and 10 jinxes in this game, and the number of times, the more we use them, the more we fill up our mastery meter. And let's see. Once we've maxed out all 14 of those meters, then we unlock the full set of character-specific cards. Trying to get a little more there. But this takes up, getting mastery on all of the cards, takes about 40 minutes throughout the course of the run, and it completely changes how we have to play the game compared to something like any % or all shields. Ooh, we just got a donation, and I don't have the donations on screen. I will try to find a time to read that donation. I'm supposed to be hosting right now, but I'm also playing the game, so thank you very much to whoever donated. I will get to that donation when I get a chance.
What is that? It's the Dark Mark, Harry. It's his mark.
Voldemort. Get to the port key.
Don't get too close to the
Uh, $20 from Ron saying a bean. Thank you very much, you lovely person. So cards is one of the 3 requirements. The other 2 are a lot simpler. Probably should have said them first. But we need to get all 38 of the shields in the game, which is just, yeah. Collect all the shields, all the mini shields, and get gold on first and second task. And then the last requirement is to get a gold rating on all 5 of Moody's challenges and all 3 of the Triwizard tasks. So the challenges are just completing them in a certain amount of time or getting a certain amount of points on Boobature Fling. And challenges are a little more complicated. We'll go over them when we get to the... I mean, tasks are a little more complicated. We'll go over them when we get there. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this game has seen a couple of pretty incredible overhauls over the last 2 years that have really changed how we handle 100% in this game. So last year, before Potterthon, I figured out most of the changes we've had in this category have come from us learning how to better use cards. The cards that we purchase throughout the game do actually give us little benefits if we equip those cards. And some of them are incredibly good. So 2 of the most important cards that we'll be getting are the Goblet of Fire card, which, if you see on the screen, there's a little empty bar for Magicus Extremos, which in any percent is used just to kind of speed things up. But in this category, it does a lot. It is the single greatest tool we have in the entire game, because it triples the rate that we gain mastery. Which, when you have 14 spells that you have to cast, dozens to hundreds of times, being able to triple that rate helps a lot. And the second card we'll be getting, which won't be until... I guess both of them will be about 40 minutes into the run. You increase your Extremos bar by collecting blue beans. And it turns out Ron has a card that increases the rate of spawn of blue beans. So we will be collecting both of those cards, and that'll help a lot throughout the run. The blue bean card is a fairly new addition to the route. That was... Dino was the one to add that in, and I think that was 3 or 4 months ago at this point, maybe a little more. Oh my god, go through the door.
Now you should remember this creature. I think a charm might be better. Very nicely done, Granger.
Yeah, okay. So whenever I see an enemy in this game, whenever I kill an enemy, there's a couple of very particular ways that I need to be very particular in the way that I kill each enemy. So, each enemy, there are 4 different ways to kill. You can either jinx it until it explodes, which is the worst case scenario because we get absolutely 0 benefit from it. We can jinx it until it gets stunned and then jinx it to death. We can jinx it till it gets stunned, charm it, and jinx it to death. Or we can charm it and jinx it to death. And the result that we get from that is for each different enemy, for each of those different methods, except for making it explode, that gives us one of the different 10 jinxes in the game. And all of them are incredibly important. We need to... Oh my god, please. We need to kill each enemy in each different way, depending on the jinx, a different number of times. Obviously, some of these methods are going... Since there's 5 enemies, and we have to kill them in 3 different ways, but there's only 10 jinxes, some of these are shared. So there are certain enemies that will be focusing killing in certain ways, because they help us fill other mastery bars a little faster. I am all over the place today. Thanks for the good luck. So it's worth mentioning that not every method for killing enemies is as easy or as fast as others. Typically, when you need to stun something before killing it, those methods tend to be a lot harder to pull off. So if I'm just killing something without using Extremos, I'm going to try to focus on kills that require stunning instead of ones that just require charming. Just because, yeah, it's a lot easier to get the ones for charms.
Back again, eh? And there are still several shields to collect.
So in each level, is a vanishing card. Basically, when you enter the level, it spawns, and then after a certain amount of time, it goes away. These are the single most important cards in the game. They give us collecting all 5 of them gives us a card that maxes out our Extremos bar every time we enter a level. That card alone saves about 20 minutes over the course of the run. Are you kidding me? This is usually not this bad, but when the AI in this game can be a nightmare to control, and when they start climbing blocks, things go sour pretty fast. But I just got the first Vanishing card. Those are, again, hugely important. It saves a ridiculous amount of time. Now, one of the few glitches that we have in this game has to do with vanishing cards. If you collect a vanishing card on the same frame that it disappears, it sets the flag to remove it from the game, but doesn't actually put it in your inventory. So what ends up happening is the game becomes permanently impossible to 100%. And since those vanishing cards save, 20 minutes, it also makes a marathon run of getting everything except the vanishing cards very time-consuming. So I will be making it a point to beeline it to vanishing cards in every stage I go to, because if I miss one, we are in very bad shape. Little optimization here. We can grab this block from below if we stand in a specific spot. Makes it so that we only need to move the block once instead of twice. I should actually grab this. Where are you? So again, every time I enter one of these levels, there's in addition to just the main shields that we get 90%, 3 other sets of collectibles that I need to get along the way. So this level has 5 dark detectors. They're just like little poles sticking out of the ground. And 5 dragon statues, which the dragon statues look the same in every level. And I need to cast on all 10 of those. And that gets me a set of cards. The cards aren't particularly useful, but we do need them, so. And then you'll also see these mini shields scattered around the level. When I collect all 10 of those, a larger shield will spawn in some specific spots in the level, depending on where you collected the last mini. So one thing that you will also notice is anytime there's a fire, I am basically going to cast at it until it goes out. Most of the charms are pretty easy to master. Aqua Recto is the only one where we actually are scared of not mastering it by the end of the run. You need to be pretty particular with what you're casting at and how you are casting at it. So anytime there's a fire, I'm going to put it out. And if I can put it out by using multiple characters instead of just one, if I can get the AI to help me, then that speeds up the process a little bit. Oh no, I have to do this stupid ass strat. Okay. Come on. Nice little time save by standing on top of that platform as you collect the block, or as you move the block. I don't think I have these unlocked yet. I do indeed. So, from this point on, our character selection is actually going to matter kind of a lot. Different characters unlock different cards, and they unlock them at different times. So you're going to see, for most of the early game, we're going to be using Ron, and then for most of the late game, we're going to be using Hermione. Ron gets strong offensive spells really early, while Hermione gets kind of... It's more so because she doesn't get offensive spells, or offensive cards. She just kind of has other random ones that it becomes useful to use her. We will have points in the game where we are concerned with dealing... We want to deal as little damage to enemies as possible, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, but is actually incredibly important. Yeah, so Ron and Harry get a lot of cards that boost their offensive power, and because of that, we want to use Hermione because we want to have a low offense build on one of the characters. But at this point in the game, when we don't have a lot of access to Extremos, when it's pretty slow to get Extremos back, having Ron to just kind of kill things fast is really important. So in that first card selection, I bought the double Jinx card and a Jinx Up card, which is going to let us kill things a little more than twice as fast as we have been. Just gonna put these fires out, get a little combined cast there. Uh-oh. Oh, man. That is really bad. So it's possible to... This fire and the one that just spawned all the way down there, it's possible to skip both of them if you can make it through this corridor fast enough. But I got stunned by a Dugbog, which meant I could not make it through fast enough, so now I have to spend a bunch of time putting out these fires. That is actually a really, really easy trick that I don't think I've missed in years. So, at least I mastered some Mako Recto. Yeah, that's true. So, the enemy that's probably the most important for us to kill throughout the game is definitely salamanders. These are the only enemy in the game where we don't have a convenient place where we can infinitely spawn them. So, we're gonna, pretty much anytime we see salamanders, we're gonna go through a lot of extra effort to make sure that we kill them. I am not gonna be anywhere close. Again, just putting out fires wherever we see them. We want to make sure that we've got as much Aqua Recto mastery as we can, as early as we can. This is a pretty bad start, so probably not. I would love to take this record back, but probably not today. There is definitely still a lot of room for improvement on this record. It can probably go down to like 215 with an especially nutty run, but I don't think that will be today. So this is a particularly annoying enemy. That is a blast and its Groot. There are only 7 of them in the game that we come across, and we need to kill them a minimum of 6 times. That's right. Okay. There is a single spell in this game, a single jinx, that can only be mastered by killing Scroots, and that is Ducklifors, which you get by stunning a Scroot and then charming it and then killing it. The problem is the AI does not like cooperating when it comes to Scroots. They will do basically the opposite of whatever it is you want them to do. So that can be a major choke point in the run. There are a couple spots where we can pretty consistently get Ducklifors. But again, if the AI decides that they don't like me, they can make it absolute hell. So we need 5 Ducklifor kills in total throughout the game. I am currently at 1, and I did mention earlier that Extremos triples our rate of mastery gain. So it will take me at least 2 more Scroot kills in order to get enough mastery to master Ducklifors. And I'm going to try to get them at the same time, but again, it's going to come down to if the AI cooperates or not. Please, please, please. This is a... Yeah, of course not. This is one of the most annoying shields in the game. For some incredibly frustrating reasons. In order to lift this block, all 3 characters have to be casting on it. If either of the AIs run into anything that causes them to take damage, so that's the boo-boo tubers sitting around or the mushrooms that we've been clearing, they will immediately drop the block. Additionally, there is a tiny little piece of collision that they absolutely love to get stuck on. I got pretty lucky. That was a very good block shield, but that one can be an absolute pain. So now we're going to jump into the first task. So each task has kind of 2 ways. So we need to get gold on each of the 3 tasks, and each of them kind of have 2 different ways that you can get closer to getting a gold. The first one is always to complete the stage as fast as possible. The second is you can get kind of bonus points by doing certain things on each challenge. So in the first task, it's collecting red rings. So I want to collect as many rings of red beans as possible while going as fast as possible. And if I do it, you have a pretty wide margin to have enough like internal points to get gold, but you do have to actually pay attention to it. If you just kind of go through blindly, you can be in trouble. Wow. The hitboxes on those blue rings are not kind. It's really easy to just kind of go straight through them without getting the speed boost. Wow. Yeah, I went straight through the center of that one, and it did not give me the boost. And that one. That is a 212. That is not good. Or 211.
Are you sure only prefects can use this bathroom? Whoa! Oops! Sorry, Harry. The egg went into that pipe.
Get out of the way. For whatever reason, the AI can block you from casting spells on things, which is really frustrating and annoying. Kind of just AI in a nutshell. That's not for probably a good hour or 2. Hopefully not 2. Well, yeah, of course it does. It's like the best one. I should have grabbed those blue beans.
Come on!
This was like the first place that I added it. So this level is kind of annoying. Pretty much everything in this stage needs to be pulled by 2 characters. So we spend a lot of time waiting for the AI and a lot of energy manipulating the AI to kind of move where we want them to. A couple things I haven't said about the AI. They move faster when you aren't casting on something and when they're off screen. Basically, the further away they are, the faster they move. So I want to get as close to whatever it is that I'm casting at while I'm waiting for them to move. Just help speed things up a bit. And then if they are far enough off screen, they can also teleport. Which is useful in a couple of places. The forest block shield is one of the big ones. Let's see. I do want... I don't know if this is worth it. We'll get it for the last ones. Or... So I am in a strange position right now where I really need blue beans because there's a bunch of salamanders coming up. But you need 12 beans to fill up the Extremos bar, and that's not always particularly fast. So I'm just going to kill these normally. And then we're going to use the Extremos we get for it on the next set of salamanders. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. I should have the blue bean card equipped already. Okay. Save a little bit of time by moving that cauldron while we're waiting for the AI to get closer. Yeah, the AI also gets really annoying when they stand too far away from something. They only have so large of a cast radius, and if they walk outside of it, they will just randomly let go. So,
It's over there.
if I had the blue bean card equipped, which I should have, I'd actually spend a couple extra minutes in this level. This is a pretty decent spot to do farming on Urklings. But I do not have the card, so spending the time getting the... Wow, that was really lucky. Spending the extra time to get the blue beans required to do that farming would take a little bit too long. So we're just gonna cruise on forward and finish the level. I was trying to avoid dying. I really kind of need these chocolate frogs for later in the run. That's a bit frustrating. Come on. Okay, we will get it. We'll get that dragon in like an hour and a half. Let me go buy this card. Any way to get frogs, like extra frogs? Not any fast ones, unfortunately.
Again, eh? And there are still several shields to collect.
Like, the only spot that I know of that has a decent number of them is
Ah, yes. I think you'll find this
the
interesting.
the rooftop shield in exterior, which we get really early on. There's 2 of them there. There's a couple early on in the story. If things go well, I won't need them, but they're still nice to have, so. And if I drop below 3, I can actually just quit out of the game and reload in order to get more. But that does cost time in some other ways, so. If things are very dire, I do have a way to get myself back to 3.
Watch out for the darts!
I'm trying to. Pass the jigs. Carpe retract. Teleport.
Guardian Leviosa!
There's more of those things. Guardian Leviosa.
Okay.
Creepy, a new meaning.
I am short on blue beans now. Okay. So yeah, so as you may have noticed, now anytime that Ron kills something, it spits out like 8 blue beans. We need 12 in order to get an Extremos bar, so killing 2 enemies is enough to completely refill the Extremos bar, which is going to be really useful here. Because there are a bunch of Urklings up here that I need to kill.
Guardian Leviosa!
Carpe retract.
Carpe retract!
Shoot. Okay, that went pretty well.
Aqua Rapto.
So these fires here actually take all 3 of us to put out. They are very time consuming. And the AI likes to aim at the wrong fires. So those are one of a handful in the game that I'm just going to ignore. We usually have enough anyways where it's not a problem. So now we get probably the most annoying stage in the game. Anybody who's played really any part of this game can probably attest to that. The enemies that are in here are a nightmare, and we have to kill a lot of them.
The Herbivore spell. Excellent.
We need to try and grow it with her.
This first pass through is pretty standard, pretty similar to just any percent, with one exception that you'll see in a minute here.
Guardian Leviosa.
Don't drop it on me.
Couldn't we use those vines to make a bridge? Come on. It's really hot in here.
That might be the
You can cast on that lily pad before you enter the cutscene. Just makes things a little bit easier, but
I think we can open
I stopped a little too late. Over here we have probably the most lenient vanishing card in the game. It is almost lenient enough that you can do the left side first and still get this card, but not quite. That ends up being very tight. So just make a beeline for it first. Oh.
Carpe retractum. Ah, he got me with his stingers. Ouch. Unmiculous. Your first swelling, did you do that?
We did it!
Hey, over there. Speed. Inflation.
Of course you let go.
Vermiculus. Are we brilliant or what?
Ridiculous!
Now, most of the... Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, that was dumb. That's gonna lose some time. I forgot to pull down this bridge. Whole reason I come over here.
Don't do that. That's
Oh, this is a single... Yeah, this is a little messy. So most of the jinxes in the game aren't very difficult to get. We do need to kill each enemy with each different type of jinx at least once. But one of them can be a major pain, and that is getting Inflatus on a Mosp. Basically, we need to charm it without stunning it, which is kind of just random if it's possible or not. You can kind of control it, but it's very inconsistent. So if I get incredibly unlucky, I can get just completely screwed by Mosps. But we should be fine. But anytime that I see one of the AI casting Carpe Retractum at a Mosp, I will drop everything and try to jinx it. Try to kill it while it's still being pulled. Oh my god, I could have prevented that. Okay, that we're now at 4 Ducklifors. Please. Perfect. Okay, that is really, really good. That is It's not usually not bad to get Ducklifors on the first Scroot there, but getting it on the second one can be really tricky. The AI has to behave very well, so getting both of those is a really big deal, especially getting them that fast. Yeah, I do like one run per Potterthon, and it's usually HP4. This way. Yeah, when you run the event, you can kind of executive privilege a category of your choosing into the event. No duck emotes, that's a tragedy.
More bees! I've been stung! Hurry up!
Okay. And I choose this? I do choose this.
Yes, Professor
You just bat. That wouldn't have even worked.
That's it!
This is my third time actually doing this category in some capacity during Potterthon. I've done 2 solo runs and 1 co-op. This is probably my favorite category, so I do enjoy being able to show it off here. Wow, that was really bad. This is the only spot in this category where we use Extremos because it deals more damage instead of it giving greater Extremos. There's just too many Mosps there that, like, trying to kill them all takes too long without Extremos. And yeah, that just that did not go well. We should have just about all of them killed anytime we come here.
The gillyweed! I hope Professor Sprout's good at the reparo spell. Going to make a big mess.
Professor Sprout's not going to be...
Blimey!
So with the poor, the bad Mosps at the end and the rough start, this is not a great split, but the Scroots being as fast as they were is a very big deal.
Did you know that Earthlings are protected in some countries?
Protected? The only thing that needs protecting around here is us. Guardium Leviosa!
I was expecting that to go right. So this is one of the other spots where I'll ignore fires. One of the fire on the absolute furthest right takes like 3 times as long to put out for some reason. And we have enough leeway with Aquarecto where it doesn't usually matter. But it is still confusing and annoying. So this is by far the hardest vanishing card to get. That's really the only reason we're coming here. But this one has a very short timer to it, to the point where if I pull down more than like one of those platforms in the back, I will not have enough time to grab the vanishing card. So it's basically kill the salamanders to get them out of the way, pull down the one bridge, and book it for the card. Anything else is risking run over. Wow.
Give us a hand here, Myelin.
Okay.
Little bit faster to pull these down from this side. The vent is a little bit annoying, but it works out in the end. You can skip a couple of ledge grabs back there by just hugging the wall. Now we get the last vanishing card. It's just behind this first wall. Okay. Collision back there is awful. Okay, there's the first gold. 4 more challenges. We don't have the rest unlocked, so we're going to come back later to get the rest. Now we get to go on a bit of a shopping spree. This and this. Oops. And then Hermione gets the entire second page. Okay, so for Harry, we just bought a double Jinx card, I'm going the wrong way. This is fine. A Jinx up card, and
It must be the past.
a magic and an Extremos up card. So, the Extremos up card gives us a slightly longer Extremos bar. Hermione, by buying the entire second page, we unlocked a Extremos up card that is even stronger than the one that Harry gets. And then we also equipped the Goblet of Fire card to her, which again gives us a maxed out bar every time we enter a level. And a Dugbog card, and that Dugbog card is going to make it so that Dugbogs attack her less frequently. They'll avoid her and aim for somebody else if there are 2 characters on screen at the same time. being Harry here is not good. We'll make it work. But yeah, that is basically our final card loadout of the game. Wow, that is very lucky. Wait, what? There's a salamander that's still alive? Where? Oh my god. It just got stuck behind the pillar. So, usually I'd bring Hermione here because, her not having any attack up cards makes killing the salamanders a lot easier, or rather getting the mastery that I need on the salamanders a lot easier. But it actually worked out using Harry. I didn't really waste any kills, so that went incredibly well. Just gonna dodge this. We'll come back and get that after we get this card, or this shield. Now, unfortunately, some of these, we're gonna enter levels sometimes, and we're not gonna be able to use any of our Extremos. There just isn't anything convenient to kill. It would be nice if there was something along the way that we could use the free Extremos on, but that's just how it goes. And that's it for exterior. Never have to come back here. Now, forest is a little strange. We're not really going to kill much of anything in the way of enemies. Pretty much the only thing that spawns here are dug bogs, and there are much faster places for us to kill them. So we're kind of just going to ignore them every time. And then there are other places in the levels where we want to use Extremos, so... We have the Extremos, so might as well use it there. Save just a little bit of time. Get a little bit of extra Extremos.
Keep moving. Carpe retractor.
Did that? Yeah, it worked. There is a invisible patch of mushrooms there that can be a little tricky to hit sometimes.
Abivika.
Guardian Leviosa!
Unmiculous. Guardian Leviosa.
Get a couple extra easy kills while we've got some Extremos.
Abivika.
Dude, come on.
Orchidium. Carpe retractor. Oh.
Please tell me that emote actually exists.
Akbar Umatto.
I don't have any Twitch chat with like 7TV enabled open, so don't get to see the ducks. You have to move annoyingly close to that statue in order to hit it. It's the only one you have to move that close to.
Abivika. Carpe retractor.
Okay. Wanted to try to get an extra little bit of Inflatus, but I guess we're not. might have gotten A or Orchideus out of that. If you exit and re-enter a level while your Extremis bar is still depleting, it'll drain any Extremos that you start the level with. So I don't get any extra Extremos in this level because I entered the next one too fast. Not that I'd really be using it much, but it is possible to get through here. It's just not fun. Come on. Let me through. Wow, that's really dumb. Get over here. That was a really stupid way to lose time. Come on. Thank you.
Look! In the cage!
Hello.
Come on! Carpe retracted.
Come on. Let me through. This spot is a major pain in pretty much every category that goes here. 100% is no exception. One cool little thing about some of the cutscenes in this game is that you can actually move in them. You can actually hit that mushroom during a cutscene. You can move and cast spells. Nice, that worked. Last level of forest, then we get to go to the fun level. So there's a pretty annoying trick that you can get here that saves time in a very strange way. So we're gonna try to get it. Hopefully we do. If not, it's not a huge deal. But it's in this next room. Extremos here can help with these mosps a bit. Don't really have anywhere else to use it, so. Always gives us more opportunities to get Inflatus as well. Okay. So it is possible to walk straight up and over these lily pads if you go at it at the right angle, which delays Harry and Hermione just enough that we can throw this Boobatuber without them getting in the way. If we just open the lily pads and run at it at normal, they will stand in between the Boobatuber and the mushrooms, and it is incredibly annoying. Yes, not very frequently, but there are co-op runs of this category. Two-player can actually be worse than single-player in some strange ways. I can bring that up when we get to the big spot. But three-player goes a lot faster. A lot less frustrating things to have to deal with. Go for this skip again, just because it saves a bit of time. It's a little bit faster than opening the lily pads. Make sure I got both of these. You can skip most of these lily pads by doing that same kind of trick, by just running over them the right way. Little trickier there. Oh, shoot. Oh no. Okay. They can get stuck behind that gate that Hermione was casting at. It's really annoying. Of course, Harry was too close. It's usually pretty hard to lose time on this split, but stuff like that can always happen. Everybody get your slightly mads ready. It's time for the best shield in the game. Okay. If those dug bogs spawn, it is very bad news. Okay, I already got that. If you stand too close to the booba-tuber, they spawn, and then it becomes incredibly hard to destroy the mushrooms. Because those dug bogs spawn infinitely. Was that worth it? Maybe. Probably not. Mosp grinding usually goes by pretty quick, so spending time to get stragglers is usually not the best option. I never got it. Are you kidding? I have to remember to do that. Great. There is a dragon statue right there that I have missed on multiple occasions before and had to come back and get. I have one more trip into a bathroom or a herbology, so I absolutely need to remember it next time I go there, or I'm gonna lose like 30 seconds to it. The hell? Get out of the way! It's not a spot I usually have that kind of trouble with. Well, that's fine. I would like to get more Malifaux than that, but it works. Block made it in one go, which is honestly what matters. So this is the spot in the game where we're going to spend a lot of time as Hermione. Because as I mentioned earlier, salamanders are the only enemy in the game where we can't really control how many, like there's no infinitely respawning places where salamanders spawn. So anytime we want to kill a salamander, we have to make an extra trip into the level.
I need help.
All right.
So let's just check. Yeah, we need everything. Lots and lots of Lapifors. Come on, get over there. No, 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 no. Oh, that's bad. Shit.
We are so good.
That wasn't good. That was, quite not good.
More beans.
Get the beans. Carpe retractor.
Lots of mistakes there.
Okay.
I'm still missing that one, and I'm still missing that one. Okay. Should only be missing 2 taps. I should get them both on this stage. Maybe I didn't get that one yet. We'll find out in a second how many I have. That was really lucky.
A bean. Really like these things.
Will you stop going on about beans, Ron?
Is this 4? Okay.
More beans. Cast Axio on the bean.
Harry, I need your help.
Okay. Done me.
Shit, come on. That's really dumb. Get up here.
Carpe retractor. Ridiculous.
Wow. Yep, mosps suck. Big time. some reason, the AI really loves charming them after they've been stunned, which isn't really useful for us because Orbis, there's just much better places to get it than on those. But whatever. Walk over to that fire just to make sure that the other salamanders spawn. They don't spawn until you walk near them, so... Save 2 minutes over PB. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Hermione doesn't really deal enough damage to kill mosps, so we kind of just get unlucky when that happens. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I think we got like 6 Lapifors out of that. It's makes up for it. Makes up for the bad start. Confusing myself. Okay, I'm probably still really low on Lapifors. Probably still really low on a Bublio. So I'm gonna need to make an extra trip in the bathroom. Let's just check to make sure. Yeah, I'm really far on everything. This might take a couple extra trips, which is not ideal. I don't actually want Inflatus here. That's not good. Lapifors matters a lot more.
More beans! That was good.
I'm very low on a Bublio. Probably still very low on Lapifors as well. Yeah, that looks like 2 extra trips at least. Assuming I get all the Inflatus I need on Mosps. Kinda just how this game goes.
Ridiculous. Ooh, a bean!
Help us out, Harry!
Okay.
Okay, no, I have to go on with this build. So now we get the first big farm section. So I'm going to spend a considerable amount of time here farming Urklings at the end of the level. Basically Meliphors and what is it? Polis. I need to max both of those out, and the only way to get them is by killing Urklings. So we're gonna be here for probably 8 or so minutes.
Harry, I need your help!
Okay. How many
Plus however long it takes for us to get to the actual grinding spot. This is also the point in the run that benefits the most from having the blue beans card. If things go really well, we can do this in like 5 minutes.
Carpe retractum? Excellent.
But it is going to rely very heavily on how quickly Ron kills things, because we only get the extra blue beans if Ron is the one that kills whatever we're fighting.
Earthlings. I hate these things. We did it.
We've done it! Guardian Leviosa!
Guardian Leviosa. Malifor.
We did it!
Brilliant. Are we brilliant or what?
Okay, here we go. Get rid of this one. Bad start.
Brilliant!
Great. Okay, Pullus Malifaux, still a ways to go. So Urklings can occasionally spawn over here, which prevents them from spawning in other places in the level. So when they spawn over here, I have to come and kill them. Now I basically just go back to hoping that Ron kills things. Gotta get those blue beans.
We are so good. We are so good. Are we brilliant or what? Guardian Leviosa. That skill. We are so good.
He's done it!
Magicus Extrema.
We did it!
Are we brilliant or what?
Uh-oh. Kill it, kill it, kill it! I need lots of Malifaux. No, let go. Stop.
Are we brilliant or what?
Oh, come on. I should be, like, done. Fuck.
We did it!
That should be enough. Yeah. Not great, but good enough. Okay. And now, from this point on, pretty much the rest of the game is just mastery grinding. So, we're gonna head out to the Avifors challenge. This will get us Avifors, Orchideus, and Orbis. We need all three of those. Avifors is the one we really need to focus on, so... that was really bad. Running out of Extremos that quickly is not desirable. Oh my god, do not just stand there. Please, just kill anything. That should be gold. Yep, okay. So we do need gold, and then we need to come back here until we have everything mastered. So there's our gold. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's see where we are. Yeah. It's about what I expected. Okay. Hello, Ryan. Winding down close to the end of this run. We're just gonna do this. Darn it. No, that's the wrong one. Great. Yeah, 50 and iMac did a really good job with the commentary on that run. Lots of F4s. Nice. So productive on non-school things. I have also been productive on non-school things, but that's because I'm not in school anymore. Orchides is done. I just need a bit of Orbis and a bit of Avifors. This should be more than enough. Okay. Okay, now we have the worst part of the run. So I am going to do a pretty non-standard route. Did I already get this? I did. So, I've mentioned before that one of the hardest enemies, or like jinxes to get, is to get Inflatus on a Mosp. The weird thing about it is if you can get it consistently, it's actually really fast. It is the fastest way to master Inflatus. So I will be attempting to get Inflatus mastery here. If I don't, then I'm basically stuck getting it on Salamanders, which is fine. It's just a little bit slower. It only takes 10 or 12 of them, so yeah, but that needs to not happen. Inflatus is also pretty close anyways, so we should be able to get this without losing loads of time. This is absolutely the point in the game where I need the chocolate frogs, though, so dying is not fun here. I also need Ron to kill as many of these as possible because I need lots of blue beans. It'd be real nice if you could cast at the one that's stunned instead of the ones, well, nothing. Why was that Inflatus?
Vermiculus.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. Oh, man. Yeah, of course. Right when they're knocked over, I get it. This is fantastic. I love it. No, they're both knocked over. It's Yeah, that's the other not fun part about this, is they will just not cast, or the spell will circle around and hit nothing. I still need a lot of Vermiculus anyways. This is not good. Why did you let go? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I think I have to leave now. No, I'm not even done with Vermiculus. Yeah, so this did not... Okay, I cannot die again. If I die again, it's a 7-minute time loss.
A beam! Ouch! Ouch!
Well, there goes any semblance of this being a good run. It is completely gone now. Yeah, pretty standard HP4. I think this can still technically PB, but... Actually, probably not, because I'm not done with, Stop! Let go. Oh my god. This is probably gonna take... Salamanders is probably gonna take 2 trips, so... I don't think this has any chance anymore. We'll see. No. Okay, yeah, no. It's dead. Aquaructo isn't done either. It's just Inflatus? And Aquaructo. I have to come back for... Wow. That sucks. That's a lot of Aquaructo, too. Why is it that bad? I gotta do something really dumb to make up that much Erecto. That's so bad. It's never that low.
Earthlings! I hate these things! That's it! Okay,
Come over here. No.
Carpe retractor!
Wow. This is a horrible ending. think that's enough. 6 behind. Yeah, no catching up. Let me switch to perfect cast. This speeds up our jinxes or our charms a little bit. Saves a little bit of time.
Guardian Leviosa!
Guardian Leviosa!
Pathé Retractor!
Wow, I've only gotten it with the left one. That's pretty rare. The second one's usually a lot easier. Wow. Still?
Pathé Retractor!
Wow. Uh... Can one of them hit? Thank you. Okay. Should have master after this. Nothing we can do but wait. Huh? Uh-oh. That better be close enough. Get over here. The fuck? Thank you. Getting destroyed by the AI today. No. Oh my god. Is this gonna be fast enough? There goes 2 minutes. Gotta make the run a total joke at the end. Move. Now. Oh my god. Fucking hell, don't do it again. Well then. Wow. This keeps getting better. So I mentioned like an hour and a half ago that there are a couple of different ways to get like internal points or whatever to get gold ranks on tasks. In this one, it is not the red beans, but more so killing lots of Grindylows. It's not particularly difficult. You just have to somewhat pay attention. Staying alive is much more frequently the issue, because if you die, you go back to one of a small handful of checkpoints, which just costs a lot of time. I have almost died in Hundo, so... Certainly still possible. Also, not like dying in second task is much of a concern once you, like, get a better idea of how it works, so... I can imagine. I mean, you can always just move the splits. It's just that's not particularly fast either. Yeah. I mean, you can always just copy and paste. That does work. Go back. Come on. This is fast. That might be a PB for a second task, at least. No, it is not a PB. Forgot how much time's at the end. Why is no one confident in you finishing? I wonder why. I need to get time up for this. Really? I went too fast. Man. The start of this run was pretty good too. That's a shame how it ended.
Harry! Run!
That... yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, let's see if I can at least end this with the fast screw cycle. Yep. Got it. Cool. I have not gotten that in a while.
Go on. Take it. Together.
Expert. Did I forget something? I did indeed forget something. What did I forget? I'm short on Aqua Recto. And I missed shovel. Which shovel did I miss?
Really like these beans.
Will you stop going on about beans, Ron?
Oh, come on. I even went out of my way to... That sucks.
Guardium Leviosa!
Okay. Have all of those. Have all those.
Cedric, get back to
Well,
the car.
at least
Now! I'm not leaving.
I got something out of that. I
No!
found a faster spot to get a Fire Master or Aqueducto Mastery if we need it. See if we can get a good Voldemort now. Get a 1 cycle. End it off with a
Come on, Harry. Let's see what schoolboy
good
spells
ending.
you have up your sleeve. Little bit quick. It might even be painless. Oh, well done, Harry. Only Dumbledore can see you now. Come on, Harry. Your parents will be proud. Harry, your parents will be proud. Oh, really, Harry? That's the best you can do? You'll have to do better than that, Harry. Well, well,
That's a rough start.
mother would be proud.
Can still sub 3.
I want to see the light leave your eyes. I thought you'd be... Avada Kedavra! Belly armor! Leave him to me.
Wow. Okay.
Do nothing unless I command you. You don't want me to do that again, do you?
Wow. Come on. It's possible. Very difficult, but actually possible to start this phase without the last set of skeletons spawning.
Your mother can't help you now, Harry.
You have to kill the set before it, like, incredibly quickly. There goes 1 cycle.
Stay where you are. You don't want me to do that again.
Time. Well, that was a good start. Bad ending. But I think faster than the last one I did.
Stun him.
The last one at Potterthon. So, yep, still sub-estimate. So, I guess with that, we go on to the next run. Quick 5 or 10 minute break while we get that set up. And then back with, what's next? Felix doing HP2 all gold cards?
Remember Cedric Diggory? Or his kind.
Okay.